Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. You're watching Spotlight, and with me today in studio is Kara Couch and Bridget Gustafson of the Swifty Foundation. So welcome, ladies, to the set.
Thank you very much.
We're really glad to have you here, and I just want to start out and have you tell us a little bit about why the Swifty Foundation got started.
Okay, so the Swifty Foundation started when my twin brother Michael passed away from brain cancer when we were freshmen in high school, so that was 2013. My parents told him before he passed away that they would allocate all the money that they would give him for his inheritance, his wedding, college. They would put all that towards a foundation of his choosing. He could choose any cause he wanted, and he decided to pick pediatric cancer. So we've just been busting away at trying to make his dream a reality, and it's been a great success so far.
It's a wonderful story. Good for you.
Thanks.
Good for you. Kara, tell us a little bit about the mission of the Swifty Foundation.
So as Bridget said, we're kind of just working to continue the dream of Michael, which was to raise money and awareness for pediatric cancer, specifically focusing on brain cancer. And this is like a huge problem currently because it's extremely underfunded, with only 4 cents of every dollar going towards pediatric cancer of the government money allocated for cancer research. And this has caused only about 2 drugs to be developed in the past 20 years, and the drugs being used on Michael were about 30 or 40 years old. And this is really unfortunate because about a busload of kids are diagnosed with cancer each day. And curing pediatric cancer would be the equivalent of curing breast cancer in terms of life years saved. So we're kind of missing out on helping a lot of people.
It's very moving to hear you talk about that, because I think we talk about cancer so much in so many different forms. And I think, growing out of a personal situation, you're really looking to an area that's an important need, a really important need. Talk a little bit about what it means for you, Bridget, to be involved in the foundation.
Okay, well, personally, so Michael was diagnosed in 5th grade with brain cancer, and he won state for gymnastics. He was very athletic. He was just very into all different types of sports and excelled at all of them. And cancer took away a lot of his athletic ability, well, all of it. It took away just so many things from him. And it was just like very heartbreaking and so hard for us to see the progression of all the things he lost over the years. And I don't want any other child to have to experience what he had to, and I don't want any other family to experience what we had to. So being a part of the Swifty Foundation just gives me hope that one day people won't have to go through that.
And that's a very generous thing that you're doing, because you're taking your own loss and turning that into something so positive for other people. So kudos to you. I would be remiss if I did not ask the question about why we named it the Swifty Foundation. So you tell the viewers why you named it the Swifty Foundation.
Okay, so my grandpa, he would call anyone he liked Swifty, and I really don't know why, but Michael chose that name. I guess it just had a positive connotation for him, and that's just how I got started.
A happy moment.
Right.
A happy memory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Carrie, tell us about why you got involved personally.
Well, like Bridget said, I was there to see Michael go through this progression, and he was one of my best friends. I was been really good family friends with the Gustafsons since I was 10 years old. So seeing them go through such a hard time kind of inspired me to want to help other families and children going through the same thing. And also to the point of where I want to be a pediatric oncologist when I grow up. So this is an incredible opportunity for me to pursue my passion on a daily basis.
That's wonderful. You, as you talk about what's kind of unique about the foundation, and I think one of the things that's unique is obviously the fact that there are so many young people involved in it, and I think that's really such an amazing testament to the impact and the legacy that Michael's left behind. But tell us what else is unique about the Swifty Foundation.
So besides being 100% youth-led, we're all under the age of 27, the most unique thing about Swifty is that 100% of donations received go directly towards pediatric cancer research. And this is interesting because most foundations have administrative costs, but these are actually covered by Mr. and Mrs. Gustafson, and they're using the funds that they would have used towards Michael's life if he had survived.
So that money is supporting the underwriting, and then everything that you all and your compatriots are doing is going directly to try to prevent somebody else having to go through that experience.
Correct, yep.
That's wonderful. Now, you do lots of things to help raise money, and we've chronicled some of them on our news program. Talk a little bit about a couple of those programs.
So we've had 28 events since Swifty started 2 years ago. And those have ranged from me and Kira shaving our heads to someone running a marathon to my young cousin having a lemonade stand. Like, there's just been such a broad range of people just willing to give to our cause, which has been so incredible to see. It's people we don't know, people that we're families with, or friends with. It's just so many people are coming together for our cause, and it's been so cool to see.
Yeah, and the wonderful thing about this is that the majority of our events have actually been outside of the Swifty board. So they've been like Naperville, DuPage community based, and that's just so fun to see like our peers getting involved for a cause that we're so passionate about. And they're coming in, like kids at Kennedy, they started the No Shave November, and the teachers raised money, and the Crosstown Classic at Naperville North and Naperville Central. It's just wonderful to see a community come together for one cause.
Well, I think so wonderful to see so many young people coming together. It really is. You're sowing so many wonderful seeds of philanthropy and hopefully finding cures and treating in the future, which is really terrific. If you were to pick something that you think you're most proud of since you started the foundation, what might that be, Bridget?
I think for me, we've really made a lot of connections within the community, and that was seen by the Ronald McDonald House Charities of Northwest Indiana and Illinois. You're probably familiar with them. They have them all over Illinois. So we were actually chosen as the Foundation of the Year by them.
I want to just thank you for the work that you're doing. It's tremendously great to see young faces working so hard on behalf of such a good cause and taking personal tragedy and really turning it into something very special. So thank you very much for that. And if you want to help give the Swifty Foundation, help them to give pediatric brain cancer a Swifty kick in the pants, please visit their website, check them out. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go away because we're coming right back with more Spotlight.